Okay, so the preacher versus the musician, or the musician versus the preacher. So first of all, there should be no verses here. The verses is totally off, because there should be a collaboration and a partnership when it comes to the preacher and the musician. I'll start with the preacher first, because I feel like that's the person that needs to really take the high road in all of this. Because you don't know nowadays, you don't know what a musician has when it comes to anointing, and how their walk with God is now when they get on that keyboard or that instrument. So let's just assume that the preacher that is preaching has a relationship with God. So here's the thing: when you get behind that pulpit, preacher, you are responsible for souls. You are responsible for, as I drool, you are responsible for a life, a spirit, somebody's soul being saved. So every word that comes out of your mouth should be to the edification of the body. Sure, there are times where you will need to rebuke, but I would say, hey, you know what? If you're a visiting preacher or whatnot, you want to be careful with that, and not step into the pastor's lane on that stuff, especially if there's musicians in the house. You know what I'm saying? That that reside there. Your job is not to reprimand. I don't think it's a preacher's, especially a visiting preacher's job, to reprimand a musician while they're preaching, and to put them down and to say all kind of stuff. Now, as far as the pastor of the house, even they should be careful with what they say to the musician across that pulpit, because here's the thing: it may not even rub the musician the wrong way, but somebody else listening to that would be like, why would he say that? Why would he speak to that individual that way? It could be a visitor. Like, I'm not coming back to this place. This place is hostile. This is a hostile place. You hear him tell him to stop playing that, or well, what you doing, or what do you think you're doing, or why y'all music? I mean, just going in. So that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? So a preacher needs to understand that when they get behind that microphone, the Bible is their sword, and their words are how they wield that sword. Now, you can use that sword to fight off enemies and battle demons and bring deliverance to the place, or you can use that sword to actually kill your own army. Friendly fire, like that crow. friendly fire. You swing your sword and just hitting swiping down all the people in the congregation, especially the musicians. Y'all got to be careful with that mess. People gonna leave. People don't want to play with you, and then you end up as a post on Instagram. There you go. End up